The king of the north!
Dracarys.
I will hurt you for this.
I am the sword in the darkness.
Lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
Let me give you some advice, bastard.
Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
What is up, everybody? Jeremy Icenfire here, and welcome to the channel. After just receiving word that House of the Dragon is entering its final 2 weeks of filming, it looks like now we are receiving some more breaking news concerning the Season 2 premiere, including its title and what we can expect to see during the episode. The Season 2 premiere is reportedly going to be titled A Son for a Son, which of course is in reference to the dreaded Blood and Cheese that is supposedly coming in Episode 2, and it's looking like Episode 1 is going to be set up for that event, as we reportedly are learning that Daemon is going to be sneaking inside the city of King's Landing in the premiere and setting up Blood and Cheese. And if this info is to be believed, I think this is definitely the right direction for House of the Dragon. I was really worried that they were going to dive right into Blood and Cheese on the first episode. Whereas this way, the audience can develop some sort of relationship with the characters involved in said Blood and Cheese, as opposed to it just happening to some random characters that we didn't really have much of a connection with. The reason the Red Wedding was so impactful, for instance, was because we had spent so much time with these characters both on the show and on the books before they were eventually ripped away from us. And even as savage and tragic as Blood and Cheese is, not establishing a little bit of a connection with these characters and the audience beforehand would have been a huge mistake. At least this way, the audience gets to spend a little bit of time with these characters, developing some sort of connection before the event comes around. And with Daemon sneaking into the city in the premiere of Episode 1 to set up Blood and Cheese, it's a good bet that we could probably see the return of Massaria, the White Worm, as well, as she will likely be the one that Daemon goes to in order to facilitate the Blood and Cheese event. We last saw Massaria at the end of Season 1 when Larry sent her men to burn her building down, although it is highly unlikely that she perished in the fire. Sneaking into and out of the city should be relatively easy for someone like Daemon. Not only does he know a good amount of the hidden passageways within the Red Keep, but there is also still a great many gold cloaks that are still fiercely loyal to him within the City Watch. And speaking of all the hidden passageways, Season 1 of House of the Dragon did a really good job in setting up and foreshadowing the Blood and Cheese event, with Daemon and Rhaenyra using the hidden passageways multiple times, and of course, who could forget this shot in Season 1 as well. Blood and Cheese will be sure to shock audiences all around the world when it hits our screens in 2024. And it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the public reacts to Daemon Targaryen's character after such an event. I myself am a huge Daemon Targaryen fan myself, but even I must admit this is a pretty nasty event that he is about to orchestrate. And Matt Smith's performance as Daemon Targaryen has been nothing short of stellar. I could not picture anybody else in the role now after seeing him perform. But Season 2 is definitely shaping up to be a massive event with a good amount of big points from the story that we are going to be covering in these 8 episodes. And it's looking like each one of these 8 episodes are going to be pretty long in length, as director Claire Kilner, the director of Episode 2, the reported Blood and Cheese episode, has stated that they have had a tough time trying to get each episode down to 1 hour in length. So while we do only have 8 episodes in Season 2, it's looking like each one of these 8 episodes are going to be jam-packed full of events and some really good runtimes. But that is going to do it for us today. Just a quick breakdown on the breaking news that has just hit the screens that Daemon Targaryen will be sneaking into the city of King's Landing in Episode 1 of House of the Dragon, which is reportedly going to be titled A Son for a Son. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. How do you think this episode is going to play out, and how do you think Blood and Cheese will play out on the next episode as well? Do you think it will be just like it happens in the books, or could we be in for a surprise or two? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit a like on your way out and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications to stay up to date on all of our upcoming content, as we will be covering all things House of the Dragon. And as always, I want to give a big thank you to everybody out there for watching, and we will see you on the next one.